Meta Madness, it continues. We are still in Group B, everybody. It is Hanamura, our starting map with Team WoW against Heroes Lounge FC. It is the third best of 5 for Team WoW, their last series, and they've already won 2. So now against Heroes Lounge FC, they should have a bit of an easier time. It got a little bit sketchy, honestly, in some of the games that they played against Scuff Team. Now they're going up against the Heroes Lounge team that is not quite as experienced as a Team WoW and Scuff Team. So I believe we are likely going to see a couple of these troll picks again for the blue team that we already witnessed in some of the previous ones. Now, to be fair, their troll picking nearly backfired in the previous set. They were very close to being eliminated, and I could have totally seen them getting destroyed there. But it was a super entertaining series to begin with. The final map in particular, no healer for Team WoW, it was kind of crazy. And if honestly you're currently watching this and you're just like thinking like, hey, what is he talking about? No healer? Like what? Picks? What's happening? Why are the Vikings banned? Meta Madness is a bit of a special tournament concept that is designed to make things more interesting. And in particular, the way that we are doing this is by coming in and banning 10 heroes right off the board. Those are banned for the group stage. For the playoffs, we will likely have more heroes banned than that, but in the group stage, it's 10 heroes that are completely off the board. And in addition to that, in a best of 5, you can only play a hero once. So Zagara and Azebo, they might show up in map number 1, but they're not going to be played in any of the remaining maps. And yeah, it's getting a bit bonkers now. Zagara and Azebo to start things off is not shabby. So we haven't seen them in the previous series, but here in Hanamura Temple you can now push on 2 lanes pretty much with this. So let's see what else they are going to put onto the... Okay. I mean, the Heroes Lounge fan club has already said that they're absolutely willing to troll a little bit as well. They know that they are on a skill level just nowhere near of the blue team. They fully know that. They're fully aware of this. So what they're doing instead is they're now coming in and saying like, wait a second, we see your Zagara, we see your Azebo, we raise you by an Asmodan. So I like the approach. And I also like that Team WoW is immediately banning Abatha because they themselves have already abused that Samuro-Abatha combo. And now that they're seeing what's played against that, they're just saying like, we played it ourselves. We don't want to go up against this, so we're not dealing with it. And you already have one hero that can push pretty heavily, so yeah. I kind of know what's happening there. I don't really understand why they're banning Tyrael now. That at least is something that I didn't necessarily expect, but alright, let's see what else they're gonna showcase. Let's see what Ultralist does. I always imagine Ultralist, you know, being the one German in the team that always just comes in and just comes in and goes like, we need to really be efficient here. I mean, he's not the only one, but he seems to be like the most German on the team. That's probably the best way to describe it. Medivh and Nova. Okay, it's gonna be a special game. 100%. And again, we are on Hanamura, so this is a 2-lane map right here. Now that we are getting the final 2 picks for the Heroes Lounge FC, we got Rhaegar. They got a healer after all, and Zul. Yeah, it's... they're trolling them right back. They're like, guys, we know we're not likely to win this game, but if you troll, we can do that too. Let's see who pushes the lane now first. I would not be shocked at all if all of a sudden we're looking at the 2 teams, you know, just like pass each other and just start attacking forts or something. Let's see who wins the lane faster. I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest. Masquerade, final pick. What's it gonna be? It's Gazlo. Give him the clamps. The Gazlord. They're getting all of the weird picks out in game number 1 already. Hanamura Temple, map number 1 in the best of 5. Meta Madness, Group B. Game number 1, Zagara, played by Dakewaza. We got Dino and Nova, Banana H and Azebo. Masquerade is playing Gazlo and Ultralisk on... I was about to say Medivh. Medivh Valla on the right side for Heroes Lounge FC. He's playing Regar. We got Grain Bouret on Zul Bokken on Sylvanas, Pachnox on Samuro. And we have Time Bullet playing Asmodan. Alright, so let's check this out. Okay. What are we gonna get with this little game here? I mean, outside of a lot of craziness, this is definitely going to happen. I mean, they're going full bananas on this one, as you can see. So, first and foremost, where are they going? That's my first question. I mean, what is this? That's one way to backdoor a fort. Okay, they are chasing a kill. They are chasing a structure. And they can escape with the help of Medivh. That's one way to backdoor. So immediately they're jumping over and trying to take a few forts down. And the red team, a bit impressed, not too impressed. This game, yeah, it's gonna be wild. But as I said before, I wouldn't be shocked whatsoever if they're just trying to go full aggression on this one. And now that we're having Asmodan all the way up at the front, they are going to destroy the first tower pretty much instantly. And, well, Zul dies, but I love how they all ignore the bot lane. The Quasar is just running away here. The push is still continuing, but essentially this fort is nearly gone, so they're very soon going to get this, I suppose. Also, 0 stacks for Nazebo on his baseline. I mean, duh. But yeah, they go for the Sentinel here. And I'm not so sure if they can get it in time, because the cavalry is coming. They're trying to move in to take them down here. And yeah, they claim it. But this also means that now the fort is gone. There's a lot of summonings that they have, and they're using all of them just to soak up a couple of the shots. They're all put into a corner now, though. Nazebo dead, and so is Zagara. They're losing Gazlo as well. I'm not sure if this is worth it. They're losing a lot here for that fort. That fort was nearly gone in the first place, and now 4 of the heroes have been destroyed. 36 stacks for Asmodan. Samura's at the bottom of the map. They're 1.5 levels ahead as is already. And yeah, they are going to raise this one hard. But the top fort is now also losing hit points, even if they can't take it down. And keep in mind, they got their Sentinel pushing now too. But this is looking pretty alright for the red team. You gotta be a little bit careful how you play this. I mean, normally all of these... You know, it's one thing if you're playing these comps against people that are used to competitive play. They are not used to going up against this shit. If you're playing against the Heroes Lounge team or people that are not playing on Grandmaster level, or they just play quick match, they play against this crap all day, every day. They're playing against nothing else. They know how to play against that. Yeah, it's like you're trying to win chess against the pitch, and it's gonna strut around the board, knock all of the figures over, and then crap on it as well. So you can't pull that one off against the Heroes Lounge team. No. These guys are facing off against Novas and Zagaras all day. They know what to do, as you can tell. So they are ahead. Significantly, by the way. Both forts get destroyed, top left, top right. And we have a 2-level lead now for the Heroes Lounge FC. So these backdoor strategies are currently, I want to say, not working. And then I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, maybe. Seems like vision is going to be everything here. But yep, they're rushing in, they're trying to get away, but they already sniffed that one out, so yeah, this is not gonna end well. This is not gonna end well at all. Nova is on the run, realizes that the gate is still there. Dino is like, guys, I'm getting out, and he's like, oh shit, there's still a gate. So he's dead. Good news is Ultralis completed his quest. Yeah, congratulations. Ultralis completed the baseline. They're 8 kills behind, 2 levels behind. And now at the top, it seems that their keep is going to be opened up. Oh, God. Yeah, 2 levels, 8 versus 6, pretty much. There's also still an objective that nobody cares about. Ah, well, maybe somebody cares about it. Look at Zul. Zul walks past and he's like, ooh, a payload. They're going for the Sentinel again. This is honestly the bigger problem. Team WoW is currently not going for the objective at all. And since these Sentinels are going to really hurt as the games continue, the lead in experience and talents is going to make a much bigger difference if you're trying to push together with it. So yeah, they're going for the 4 down at the bottom of the map, and I mean technically I kind of like it, but I don't know if this is gonna work. The portals are cute, but now the Zebo is dead. At least they got a kill on Samuro. That's a lot of experience that he just gained, and it's also level 7. Ultralis got chased down as well. The Gas Lord is still trying to fight a battle, but he's not gonna make it. Nope, Zul is gonna win this eventually. Oh, is he? Don't tell me he's getting away from this. No, this is cheating. This is no. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. That's cheating. Not respecting the 1v1. That's sad. That is pretty sad. He's still alive, by the way. And he's dead. Talking about dead, Asmodan didn't make it either. They're trying to out-backdoor each other. Oh boys, the group stage in Meta Madness is just such a fiesta. It's amazing. Mind control on Medivh. He's dead too. It's glorious. Group stage is it's something. It's absolutely something. The level 10 abilities, that's a very different story, because now we have level 10 against level 8, and the... yeah, that's where it'll end. Zagara and his Zebo are immediately dead. They're trying to take the keep down. Where's Asmodan when you need him? Oh, look at him. Whee! He's always so happy when he's on the carpet. He needs to get the demonic invasion in, though. Once he has that, this is going to look good for them. How does Sylvanas die against an opponent as level 10? How can you not take that keep down with level 10 Sylvanas and Asmodan? Demonic invasion might win it here eventually, but the blue team is still looking for kills, and Ultralisk is getting them. He takes Asmodan down. The keep has survived. Gazlo is at the bottom of the map, still doing his thing, using his PhD in PvE to get the team ahead on at least one lane in the game, and is likely going to help them to destroy one fort. So that means they are pretty much putting ahead now. Medivh dead again. Level 10 abilities are there. We get the more... I expected Nidus. I am totally honest here, I expected a Nidus network. Precision Strike is in, Gargantuan, and the Robo-Goblin. Robo-Goblin in the house! Dequaza, he gets attacked too, tries to survive, doesn't make it either. 22 kills in 8 minutes. No big deal. No big deal. And Dino, look at him. Payload, 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 and he's out. Oh yeah, they're not gonna get a hit on him here. So he is still running. Let's see if Rhaegar can grab him. You needed to be a little bit faster. If you, okay, there we go. No? Dino is still on the run. Dino actually makes it. He survives, or does he? Yes, he does. No healer? Nah, not needed. And in the meantime, we have another Sentinel at the top, and here comes the demonic invasion again. This time you can kiss the keep goodbye, especially since Sylvanas helped out a bit as well. At least I thought so, but apparently I'm wrong. It still survives, so yeah, they need a bit more than that. Leyline, Ultralisk, he's fighting a lone battle because the rest of the team is backdooring the bot lane. Ultralisk, he died again. The keep is down. What are you gonna do? Core, yes, no. Keep at the bottom of the map has fallen too. Wall, don't need it. Who cares? Now they go for the top. What is this? Yeah, they're trying to go for another keep. The problem is, guys, while you are going for the keep, they're destroying your core. I'm not quite sure if you realize this, but you're losing the game topside. You can go for that keep as much as you want, but that doesn't win you the game. Heroes Lounge FC takes the 1-0 lead. GG. Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet, so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV. It's a party. What do you want me to tell you? It's an absolute party. It's a fiesta here. So Heroes Lounge FC, they looked over to Team Warp and they said like, guys, you threw down the gauntlet. We accept. Basically, the blue team came in and like, we are gonna go for the craziest picks in this tournament. And Heroes Lounge FC looked at them and said like, hold my beer. So now we had some of the craziest games in this tournament already, and the group stage makes it possible. Again, obviously, because we have opened this up to amateur teams now, there are going to be groups where you have massive gaps in skill between some of the teams. And since this is a tournament that really embraces just the madness and the spirit here, these guys are having fun. There were a couple of people that on the first day of Group B were already like nagging and saying like, Team War, they're so disrespectful with the picks that they're going for, not ending games right away, and it's obviously utter bullshit. I talked about it the other day. Heroes Lounge FC, for example, and some other teams, they came in immediately and they said like, guys, you have seen nothing yet. We're having so much fun with this. We're coming in tomorrow with even crazier picks. We're embracing the spirit of the tournament and we're going for it. So enjoy it while it lasts. We're definitely going to have some crazy picks also in the playoffs, but in the playoffs, of course, we're whittling all of this down to 8 teams, and then things are going to become a bit more serious. Still in the framework of this being Meta Madness, but at this point, of course, is pretty much guaranteed to make it out of the group. Also more or less guaranteed to make it out of the group first place, unless they really drop the ball now. So they're having some fun here, and why wouldn't they? Blue team, red team, they're both enjoying it, so here we go for that. Also, talking about enjoying things, if you're watching this on YouTube, I talked about it on Twitch already, but we have new merch in the shop. If you're an HGC fan, if you love the Heroes gaming community, especially after Blizzard burned down the competitive scene, we still emerged like a phoenix from the ashes. We have some actual pretty sexy HGC merch in the shop right now. A little bit chic and tongue, obviously, but if you haven't seen it yet, then have a look. So in the description of the YouTube video, you'll find a link straight to the shop. There's HGC merch in there. There's a bit of a debate going on, mostly with myself, when it comes to the HGC mug. You can either get it in red, which vibes pretty well with the logo, or you can get it in black, which is my normal choice. I mean, you can see it here. I'm using one of them with the black handle and the black interior. Red or black? Help me to decide a little bit. I asked on Twitch as well, and I think for most people the red one's winning, but I'm not quite sure yet. I'm usually not the one that goes for the fancy colors there, so yeah. Let me know in the comments. Either way, check out the shop. If you want to support the community and the channel there a little bit, you can now show it loudly and proudly with some HGC stuff. Talking about loudly and proudly, they're proudly logging in Zeratul, which is one of Dainu's mains. So, it seems like we're gonna get serious mode now, at least from him. With the Quasar and Abathur in particular, that could be a thing. Betting out the Vikings, by the way, is just cheating. I mean, yes, it's Towers of Doom, and you're going up against players like Quasar, Banana Age, and whatnot, but still. Not betting the Vikings would have been the play here, in my opinion. So, yeah. Let's see what else they're going to play, but okay, they're getting a little bit out there at least. With Material being played, I would be surprised if we're not seeing Judgment. Not because it's the better talent here, but just because I assume that Masquerade is going to try and have some fun. They still have Abathur to help him out too. With Zeratul, Abathur, you are already going to have a kill squad roaming the map more or less from start to finish. Ultralisk, if they really want to go and fully embrace some melee aggression, he could go for Maiev. With Abathur, that still works. You're obviously missing out on a bit of the range damage, but the composition would still work out for them. Double support, double healer. We are getting the Heroes Lounge FC with Valla on Stukov and Bokken on Karazim, unless they're swapping some of the heroes around. So yeah, not too shabby. Jaina comes in for Ultralisk, so a good Abathur copy now too. And with that we are set for the second game of the best of 5. Towers of Doom, everybody. Let's jump in and let's figure out which team locks in the W between the Heroes Lounge FC and Team WoW. Game number 2, Quasar on Diva, Dino on Zeratul, Banana H on Abathur, Masquerade on Tyrael, and Ultralisk on Jaina. On the right side, we got Valla on Stukov, the teams in the lead here after this insane backdoor fiesta we had on map number 1. Bokken on Karazim, we got Grain Beret on Varian, Pudgenox on Dehaka, and Time Bullet on Tigers. So the Renegade is in the house. Now that I think about it, I don't even think we're going to necessarily get taunt. It's always a little bit difficult to judge in these games because the composition is a bit more normal now. A couple of exceptions, but we could still see some crazy talents here, so that's another thing. I mean, just putting it out there, I think this is very unlikely to happen. But we could actually see a Void Prison into Diva Explosion. That's an option. Technically, that's possible. And we had stuff like that in the past. So you could try and make that play. But, well, up at the top, Pudgenox, he is getting farmed. Ultralisk comes in as Quasar pushes him back together with Abathur. That's a problem going up against Abathur in the first place. The slug does not respect the 1v1. There's just no respect for the 1v1 on the side of Abathur. You can try and do your thing against him, but he is always coming in and trying to screw you up a little bit. Just when you think that you have the edge over your opponent on the solo lane, Abathur comes in and ruins the entire day. So this could definitely still happen here. Now, top side, we got Quasar pushing this out fairly aggressively. Pudgenox with another quick drag, okay. Diva. Abathur, he's still cheating. He's still doing his thing. They were actually trying to invade the camp a little bit down at the bottom of the map. Jeez, I like it. It ain't easy being cheesy. Let's go. What is this shitty mount, Time Bullet? What is this shit? Don't you have a unique and rare mount? Don't you have a very, very rare and unique mount that you could use? Very epic mount instead? But no. He's going for the pleb variation. I can't really endorse that. I think that is just an insult. It's an eyesore. An insult to my taste buds. Alright, so double camp is coming through. I mean, they're off to a good start. They didn't get the kill, granted, but still. Dino! That blink couldn't have come any later, or he would have been taunted and killed. Yeah, the build with the cleave continues for him, whereas we have the bigger they are for Tigers. A little bit of a taunt is happening now as well. Looking at the Divine Vigor and the Frost Shards, triple altar phase has started, and they're already suffering down at the bottom of the map at the bell tower. They got Abathur though, so on level 7 there's a chance to go for the mule and slowly repair those bell towers if you go that path. And yeah, Abathur's already helping Diva out a little bit. It's altar time. Third one down at the bottom of the map. Let's go. Let's see who walks away with the double. Always assuming that we're having the traditional 2-1 split. Masquerade still jumps out. The slug at the top. Yeah.
Hail to the king, baby.
Oh yeah. Abathur is in the house. But the red team took the altar at the bottom of the map. Up here towards the top. I don't think that anything really is going to happen here. Maybe Diva is going to die, but that's going to be the extent of it. Explosion is already going on. And nope, Dehaka still makes it. Diva trying to get out. Ultralisk also on the run. Masquerade is assisting him a bit. They're more focused on the sprays than anything else. Dino is still fighting it out with Varian at the bottom of the map. Whereas Bokken is now channeling the third altar through. Another 4 shots fired against the core. And the party continues. Right now, the more important part is that we have level 7 kicking in. And that gives us the wormhole. Again, Purged Evil, by the way, and the Divine Vigor. So talking about the builds that the heroes are using, I talked in the draft about Tyrael going Judgment. Still very possible, given what we're seeing in regards to talents now. Topside, Diva, pushing, trying to be a little bit aggressive around all of this. Pudgenox already hearthing back. A little bit low on mana and has to retreat and cancel it as Diva is attempting to interrupt. So yeah, job well done. We got another camp taken by them, so that's not too bad. And another one maybe even invaded. They are trying to get another hit in over here. And you know what? They are going to get another double pumpkin camp. They did it already previously, now they're doing it again, so this time they have to be dealt with, or it's going to really mean trouble for the bottom bell tower. Abathur with his level 7 talent has repaired some of the damage that was done earlier, but you definitely want to make sure that these pumpkins are not making it in. 5 minutes into the game and we've only seen 2 kills. No more than that, 2 kills is all that we got so far. Single altar now up on the map. And they're going for the Hogger at the top, and they take him down with the help of Zeratul and Abathur. Tyrael at the bottom of the map gets still caught though, so while the blue team is making their play for the bell tower, the red team can now start to grab the altar. It's 9 seconds. There is a chance that the blue team is going to attempt and interrupt this. They are level ahead by now, which is pretty important. It gives them the early level 10, and then they could use Abathur's copy. But it comes down to Zeratul and whether or not he can really stall long enough for Tyrael to come back. But with the help of Abathur, it's definitely a possibility. So there's the taunt already. We have level 10 abilities for them. Judgment is in. We get the Void Prison. Ring, ding, and goodbye. Karazim dead. They're trying for a second one, and obviously the Heroes Lounge FC doesn't have heroics yet. Dino is still killed, but look at that damage from Jaina. The big damage from her. As Banana Age comes in and drops together with Ultralisk everybody. Ultralisk on the last few hits there. Job well done. It all started with Varian and Karazim falling. And then again, the big plays right there that led to another double kill. 6 kills to 3 now in total. A few more shots fired in the bell tower that gets claimed at the top of the map. Down to the bot lane. Fights continue. They're trying to take the wall down. Obviously, Masquerade can really set up Jaina's damage with a good judgment. So we're going to see way more of that. And yeah, they're still pushing here in the middle. 2 levels ahead now, by the way. The last few kills have definitely given them a huge boost in experience, as you can see. D.Va, yeah, taking her down is not going to be easy, but there comes the taunt. Dequaza, Judgment, and Stukov is dead. And so is Karazim. Zeratul, Abathur, a deadly combo, and with the help of an aggressive Tyrael, they can throw a massive wedge between the members of the team and take them down one by one. Karazim, Stukov, the entire team is dead. 5-man wipe. Tigers, Varian, and the Hogger have also been killed, and after the top bell tower has been taken, the one at the bottom of the map is also going to get eliminated. Not quite okay. I'm like, wait, what? So yeah, everybody is committing Sudoku apparently over here. We have Tyrael, first of all, entering the death zone. Dequaza is saying like, oh, I want to. You're a little bit late, honestly. It's not cool anymore. It's not cool anymore, Dequaza. It was kind of alright when Tyrael did it. It was a little bit funny. Then we had the same done by Abathur, but you're just coming in real late and you're the third one, so yeah. I mean, I guess it's faster than just hearthing back for mana, so that's one way to get back to base. And I think this is literally what they were trying to do here. But now with 6 bell towers to their name, 5, they're gonna remove 10 shots of the red team score. That's the next thing that's going to happen. I mean, there's a couple of ways how you can make it back to the Nexus, right? Either you go and hearth back, or you just kill yourself. So it's a bit of a toss-up, if you ask me. Level 13 talents are available now for the Heroes Lounge FC. They are 5 kills ahead. We have on level 13 the Shroud of Anduin. And also the Virulent Reaction for Stukov. So, let's see if they can pull up a bit more here. Another taunt would be possible. Yes, the cooldown. Varian has also a big problem. He's going up against an Abathur with Zeratul, and they're against Jaina. So he tried, but he died. And now they're trying to go at least for a counter kill on Dequaza. D.Va is totally fine though. We didn't even see Judgment yet, but I'm pretty sure this is going to come out soon as well. So already 1 down, 2 down, 3 down, and Masquerade, there's a block, and they go for Stukov. Yeah, he's getting judged, but then he gets licked. He didn't die. Yeah, he died. Killed by Stukov. I thought he made it, but nope, Stukov took him down in the end. So, yeah, a little bit of a Sudoku move. Because, yeah, that timing didn't work at all. I'm sorry, boys. That's not how you do it. Yeah, you gotta let that go a little bit sooner. So the Ring and Void Prison combo completely failed. The funniest thing to me is that it took them ages to kill Stukov in the first place. Tyrael moved in to try and drop him, and then instead he died. Stukov lived and was only taken out later. Now we have 23 kills in total, and level 16 is gonna be ready in a few moments. Oh boy, we need to do more group stages in the future, I'm telling you. I was very much so on the fence. I wasn't quite sure if we get enough teams together for the group stage. Usually it's an invitational and be restricted to 8 teams. But since we had some Heroes Lounge teams signing up in tournaments in the past, people have asked, hey, can you open it up for more teams to play? We decided to go this way this time. And of course, you can't take every match in the group stage super serious, but it's just insanely fun to watch these games with heroes that you would normally not see. So, 16 kills to 8. They took Variant down again. It's all over the place, the game now. It is all over the place. D.Va dies, and yeah, the red team is fighting back as best as they can. They want to take Ultralisk down, if you ask me, but Zeratul is just an absolute monster at this point. He has his Void Slash completed, Adrenaline Boost is now in as well. Jaina gets attacked though, and maybe a kill here. Zeratul down, and Jaina, she's died as well. I call that success. I call that a win. Like, trying to kill Masquerade, and with trying, I mean, they do kill him. So, the Beast Step! Punchnox immediately coming in for the Beast Step. He's get wrecked, son. 5 deaths on Masquerade. Just saying. No way. Oh my god! I'm not quite sure if he can pull it off here. Alright. Oh, he even drops the Mana Mule. Oh, this is glorious. Yes, he did it. Victory! Oh god. Abathar! I mean, hail to the king, baby.
Hail to the king, baby.
Alright, he did it. The Slugger! He pulled it off. 4 battle towers to 4 now. We have Equilibrium achieved again. Parchnox with the channel up at the top. The fight at the bottom of the map is starting though. And it seems that the Haka is just channeling 2 at the top. So the red team might lose the fight down here at the bottom, but even that's not a given yet. The problem is, on the other hand, that the objectives are going to Heroes Lounge FC. So, yep, there it is. 11 to 21 points on the core. Another altar remaining that they could go for. And let's see what they can do. Ah, VP is out! Where's that ring when you need it? Yeah, not being used because Jaina is zoned off on the left side and can't get close enough to do any damage. So unfortunate for her. And with that, we now got the attack straight away for D.Va. Stukov has already died. The ring, 0 value. Ring of fail. D.Va is down as well. Another one that's eliminated. And, well, Ultralisk is also dead. It's a total bloodbath now. 7 points to 21. So they got the channels through and dropped them into the single digits. But there's a lot of heroes that just got murdered on both sides. Zeratul is still around. He's not making his way over into the fight anymore, but still getting them some extra experience in the middle as he at least obliterates that wave. Level 1 is not completed for Jaina yet. She's currently sitting at 18 stacks at the 14-minute mark. Abathar is obviously still pushing these lanes out a bit further. We now have 46,000 damage for Tychus. Jaina's top damage in the game though, and another pressure play happening at the bottom of the map by the red team, but Zeratul is, he's becoming unstoppable here. Zeratul is absolutely unstoppable at this point. It's an easy double kill against Tychus and Karazim, and Varian, he is not going to survive this either. He can maybe delay us a little bit, but you can already see that Dino, he doesn't want to interfere apparently, so Masquerade is going to win this, but he could have taken that at any point. The Pumpkins made it into the bell tower. It's a little bit more damage done, but now the red team is just roaming the map. We even got level 20, sorry, the blue team is roaming the map. We even got level 20 talents for them. So that gives us the shadow mending. We got the timing attack, bit of damage here in the middle, as Tyrael has opted for the seal of Eldruin, and of course the cold snap for the cooldown reduction here on the side of Jaina. And Abathar, he's at it again. Oh yeah. Slap it, baby. Slap it. He did it once, he does it again. So yeah, uses the mule, uses the symbiote, is doing the best he can here, whereas the rest of the team is getting into position for another altar. Nobody has sniffed it out. The Hogger is usually a huge fan of worms, and he really likes to snack them up. And maybe now he's going to get a glimpse of it, but no. So another 4 shots are fired. The core is going to be dropped down to 3 points. They are chasing the Hogger, as Abathar is still slapping it out over there. But the Slugger is making it. I can't believe that he was never stopped at this. So yeah, 3 points on the core against 21. Abathar is claiming victory once again. He's fighting his own mini battles over here, as we're having at the bottom of the map another hunt for the support. Alright, he's dead. I am not sure if that was a misclick or if that was intentional. Either way, he's down. So is Stukov, so is Jaina. The kills keep coming. Zeratul is trying to get some hits in. The problem is that this time he doesn't have the Abathar support, so he needs to be a little bit more careful. He's still getting the kill on Karazim, I suppose, but can he get more than that? It's a 3 versus 3 on the map right now. Explosion is in. Tychus is dead. Grain Berets Varian also doesn't stand a chance. And everybody is just going for the Master Taunts right now. Embrace it. He totally dodged the VP. Get wrecked, Dino. Totally dodging the Void Prison. Doesn't care. Bell Tower gets converted. Team is slowly falling here as we have a double altar started. Masquerade, I guess he's going to kill himself so that he goes back to the Nexus, maybe not. Death timers are pretty high at this point, so you normally don't really want to do that. Bottom bell tower might fall too, but at the same time, again, the altars are now spawning. The entire team got wiped, so they can obviously try and make a play for this one. Maybe Stukov walks over, but the channel should happen now, and once that it does, the game is over. It's 21 points to 3, so the first point on the board for Team WoW is going to happen. Double channel on the way. Yep, off we go. Dino on the right side. They're still fighting it out a little bit. Seems like they want to go for the boss instead. Either way, they are going to take the victory in this one. But yeah, what a series and what a game again. They're definitely having quite some fun here. Couple of shots fired towards the blue team. Abathar's trying to sneak this one in. Yeah, that didn't happen. So this one gets stolen too. Yeah, they're starting to drop a little bit lower here. Maybe we're getting the full fan service of 5 maps once again. I kind of doubt a little bit. But it's 13 points to 3 now. So we're getting a little bit closer. Borkin is trying the channel. Here comes the ring. Interrupt is happening. And they go down. Zeratul joining the fun. There's already Judgment. Tychus is dead. Karazim is about to die. And over here, Pajnox, he at least is making it out. But they're having a little bit of a standoff party over here with Varian getting fully surrounded and just walking out of it. Doesn't even care. Just walks out of the surround. Yeah, this is not Warcraft 3, unfortunately. So he goes for the Sudoku and dances straight in the death zone. Well, that's one way to prevent it, I suppose. Alright, so Banana Age having some fun, and now as Diva is taking the top. Well, actually the top takes Diva. The other way around, my bad. Pajnox is the only survivor, and Dino is completing the channel and ends the game. Yep, first point on the board, 48 kills in total, guys. We are headed towards game number 3 between Team WoW and Heroes Lounge FC. Game number 3, Infernal Shrines. The series is tied after... Whoa, just took Towers of Doom. Quick side note again, since this has become a topic with people that tuned in late on the Twitch channel, and I'm sure that there's going to be some people on YouTube that also don't understand this. This is a tournament that, especially in the group stage, is supposed to be fun. The players that are playing this right now are absolutely on the same page on it. There's nobody that complained. There's nobody that said, like, we don't like how they behave or anything. So, again, guys, this is a lighthearted tournament. There is obviously prize money on the line, and as soon as we're heading into the playoffs, this is going to be a little bit different. I can guarantee you that when there's 2,000 euros on the line for these teams, we're not gonna see as much trolling. But since the group is more or less already decided for both of the teams, unless something insane happens, which is pretty impossible here, they are just both enjoying the show. So people that are getting offended on behalf of other people that don't have a problem, in my opinion, the cringiest people that walk this planet, so please don't join that group, okay? Take in the spirit that it is, enjoy the show, have some fun with it, and believe me, if there are any complaints from the players themselves, we'll talk to them, we'll take this serious. Hasn't happened yet, highly doubt it's gonna happen. Everybody is enjoying the tournament and the format, so that hopefully includes you. I know there's a couple of people out there like that, so yeah, with that... I had to say in the other series, I'm saying it again, but it's actually a sad thing that I have to actually do this in the first place. But I guess it is what it is these days. When the German has to tell you, like, have some fun, you know something is seriously wrong. Probius gets banned. Now that's a crime. Now we have to talk to them. That offends me. Why do they take Probius away? I would have loved a Probius. I would have loved a Probe. And I say that as a Zerg player. So that is unacceptable to me. They ban out Probius. That is disgusting behavior. Nope, 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 nope. Alright, let's see what we're getting instead. I mean, some of the crazy... They're running out of crazy picks. Actually, they don't. The Butcher is still up. Kerrigan comes in as the first pick. Obviously, the 20 heroes that were played in game number 1 and game number 2 are not available anymore. The 10 that you see here are also not ready for picks. So that means 30 heroes are now banned. Whittles down the pool a little bit. But I want to see a Murky eventually, a Murky or a Butcher eventually. I mean, take your pick. One of the two. But if they really want to troll around a little bit more, I mean, Dequaza, come on, where's your Butcher? We've seen it once, I want to see it again. At some point, you gotta show me what you got, my friend. Anachromy is a bit of a dirty start, though. I mean, really? Nano-boosted Chromie? Oof. That's gonna hit, and it's gonna hit hard. So, yeah, let's see how they're gonna react to that. That's already annoying just to look at. Valeera. Valeera is probably one of the worst heroes in the game. It's actually disgusting how bad she is. It's kind of crazy. Even if you have an Abyssa and you play with her, she very rarely gets proper value. It's honestly very, very sad. She was marginally played more than the Butcher. Now, she's a bit better than him because he just hinges too much on him completing his stacks, but still, Valeera is usually very much on the meh side and gets pretty heavily slapped around. We get a Lily on the other hand, so somebody's looking for adventure. Muradin. I didn't even realize he was still up, but yeah, obviously we are only 2 maps deep, so off we go. Should have gone for the nano-boosted Lily. Put the 2 of them together and then go full double dragon. Full double dragon. Go in and drop them all. So, with the next ban, what are they going to try and get rid of here? Mal'Ganis, alright, was played earlier. Could have also seen the Stitches at some point, still played by Masquerade. Haven't seen that yet today. Could even swap them around a little bit. But, yeah. Malfurion. Alright, so we got a double support already. Color me intrigued. What's coming? If you go for a double support, I want to see a little more. Also limits the pool, of course, for later. Okay, Malfurion, May, and Anna. This is going to be a Butcher game. Dequaza hasn't picked yet. He's the side laner. He's the one that played Butcher the last time. Is he going to do it? With a double support, they have a better chance of keeping him alive until he has his stacks in. Illidan? Alright, Illidan is in the house. Illidan, Valeera, and Kerrigan.
None shall flee my grasp.
Alright, so they're playing 5 assassins. Assassin Lily, Valeera, Kerrigan, Illidan, and Maiev. Let's go. Quasar, come on, bro. Bring it. Bring it. We're ready for it. You're ready for it. Do it. Lock him in.
My blades are yours.
What a disappointment. I'm not even mad. I'm just disappointed. Alright, Infernal Shrines. Whatever. There was a big chance, but no, he didn't do it. Infernal Shrines, everybody. Game number 3. Some weak shit on the side of the blue team. Quasar with Sonya. I mean, why? I was ready for the meat, but apparently he's not there yet. We got Masquerade playing Mei, Ultralisk on Malfurion. That has to be Broccoli. Dino on Chromie, and Banana's playing Ana because Ana is pretty bananas, and everybody is banning Ana against Banana. It's a banana strategy. So, totally understandable what's happening. On the right side of the map, it's the Heroes Lounge FC with Valla on Lily. We got Grain Bray on Valeera, Time Bullet on Maiev, Parchenox on Illidan, and Bogdan on Kerrigan. I gotta say, the composition reminds me a little bit of what Team WoW did in the last game against Scuffed team. But some of that at least was forced. Now, when I look over to the talents, I gotta say I'm already disappointed what we're seeing from Malfurion here too. We have an Ultralisk Malfurion and he hasn't picked Broccoli. I mean, come on, bro. Come on. How are you gonna get the mad damage in if you're not going for Broccoli?
I am Groot.
We want to see Groot, baby. Give me the tree. Level 1, we get the Unending Hatred.
Feel the hatred of 10,000 Storm League games.
So he's gonna be mad. And Kerrigan is going to be dead. First one to fall. The Queen of Blades is eliminated. So yeah, she's gone now too. We have the full assassin lineup here for the Heroes Lounge FC. And we get on level for the Endoral Anomaly. Alright. Now, in case it was a question, the group stage is played out with a full round robin. That's also why I said a bit earlier that this group is more or less already decided with the results that we had. I've been talking about it a bit when we saw Scuffed team against Team WoW. We have one final series coming in later, one final best of 5, where Scuffed team has to prove themselves. But right now, Team WoW is definitely doing exactly what they're expected to do. They are the favorites here. But then again, I say that, and Malfurion dies as Kerrigan is just jumping in deep and is starting to get another kill for them. So, yeah, Kerrigan is doing her thing. I love seeing Illidan. Honestly, it's such a shame that Illidan is not really a part of the normal competitive meta anymore. He's just so much fun when he gains momentum and when he gets some chase potential later on in the game. It would be so awesome if there were at least a few picks like him that were niche picks on certain maps where you could go for specific strategies to try and play them. But it's not really something that you will see in a traditional tournament. So, once again, another kill. Lily is down. She was looking for adventure, and all she found was death. Talk about finding... What? Okay. For a second, I thought, like, what's going on here? Kerrigan is committing Sudoku as well, so she's coming in. After her Honorable Subaru, we have another kill incoming, because it seems that Grain Beret is also not going to make it, or is Valeera actually going to give them a chance here? Dino waddles out, turns around, and here they go. Yep, 7 kills to 1. The assassins are doing a lot of dying, not a lot of killing. So they were trying, or they are still, but this is not looking too promising. Lily with a full Serpent Pill going into the sidekick first, and then coming through with the Wind Serpent. But this is a 1.5 level lead that is very quickly going to translate into a level 7 talent. So, yeah, they can go for a bit of a quickie here if this continues. Especially Chromie is, of course, just crushing it right now. Getting serious damage connected. We have level 7 already available, which gives us also the Poison Spear over here. And down at the bottom of the map, they are still chasing Valeera. I gotta say that for me personally, Valeera is one of the most disappointing heroes that Blizzard ever released. I'm pretty sure that's going to be controversial for some people, but she never really had the impact that I would have wished her to have. And, I mean, I don't know. Valeera is always a hero who's like, yeah, nah, she's there, but who cares about her? Even when the top teams in HGC were trying to make her a thing and trying to play her, and there was a couple of players that were trying to pull that off, it never really felt like she's a hero that really needs to be considered as a stable part of the meta. So she was a pretty weak release. I mean, Blizzard generally faced, of course, at some point the problem with stealth heroes in general, and then they neutered them pretty heavily when they just continuously showed the outline and the shimmer. So that removed a lot of the viability that some of these heroes had. We have, thanks to the mobility, Zeratul still playing a key role here, but Valeera and Nova were definitely hit very hard by those changes. So it's a little bit unfortunate, but she could have been a really nice addition to the Nexus. But yeah, more something that you will see in, I don't know, a quick match, but not really in a competitive setup. But there's actually communication happening between players. So yeah, in coordinated play, not really a thing. But okay, either way, we are now looking at 7 kills to 3 with Sonya dying. So it's not like the red team doesn't get their kills. They have a lot of damage potential with the lineup they're playing here. And they also caught up to an extent in XP. Ultralisk is dying again. You can really tell that he's normally more so the guy that is trying to go in deep for the kill, because he's just playing frontline Malfurion. And that is going about as well as you might expect it to. Mei gets bounced around a bit, but yeah, she still dies. Now, they went onto the objective and took 38 stacks, but now with Sonya whirling around, they are locking in the Arcane Punisher for good in an attempt to go to the bot lane and drop a fort. But they're just losing more heroes here. The spin to win is kind of cute, but it still ends up with them losing another hero. Another jump, and yeah, well, it's Kerrigan that dies, but Chromie has also been annihilated. So the blue team, they have their Punisher, but they're also losing a lot of heroes here. Banana is able to stay alive. Punisher is jumping in again. I mean, there's a lot of jumps that are getting triggered by them. We have now the Cloak of Shadows by Valeera. I would assume that Lily is going for the Jugs. I would love to see the Dragon, but considering the lineup that they're playing, doesn't make a whole lot of sense. No baiting the Punisher over the wall. Ice wall! And we get a leap. Just to jump forward a little bit, so Tequaza is just joining them. But here we are. They're starting to do their thing with the Jugs now taken. And, well, this should cost them very likely a fort. Maybe not. Sleep Dart connects with Illidan. He's been put to sleep pretty quickly. The frontline Malfurion gets killed again. Ultralisk is pretty much not playing the game here. He went into the Twilight Dream, but every single time he moves in to activate the ult, he's just getting murdered. Murdered like Sonya, who dies, and that's also the quest completed for Illidan. He's obviously going to continue stacking it. Well, not now, because he's dead, but still. So, yeah. It's a wild one. How many times did Ultras die? 3 times? Yep. Sonya died more often. That's actually a surprise. Kerrigan is topside, dealing with a fort. The one at the bottom of the map has still survived. Look at these walls. The Donald would be proud.
These walls are amazing. The walls are awesome. Everybody says so.
And are they amazing enough, though? Amazing enough to get a kill? No! What? My F got away? Moonfire her ass! Nah, not even that is happening. So, yeah, Ultralisk. Here comes Kerrigan. Twilight Dream is out. Ultralisk, is he gonna die again? And he's not looking good here. Ultralisk is on the run. Everybody is trying to go for him. He's pretty much he's free experience at this point. So, yep, there he is. Dies again. He's just getting murdered. Nice leap, but also no follow-up, so that didn't work. Oh, the meta! Dino! He gets away! It's a full-on brawl. I mean, this is honestly looking like it's an ARAM at some point. They're jumping in and really starting to drop them. Chrysalis is taken, level 13 talents are in, they're 1.5 levels ahead still. So the red team is putting on real pressure here. And they're getting another kill. After Chromie and Sonya have been taken down, they're still low in HP, but they're all in a position to, first of all, claim the camp at the bottom of the map. And maybe even get another kill. Especially with Ultralisk being here. Ultralisk is currently just an oversized minion. That's all there's to it. So he really needs to stay a bit farther in the back if he wants to have an impact. the isolated moonfire at some point. Alright. Well, it's starting to help them out a bit. You can tell he is not a support player. 12 kills, 2-9. And Kerrigan at the top lane. Still working on that fort. That has been her pet project for a long time now. Oh, Lily. Yeah, that ice wall is just here for dominance. That's all that was. But they are chasing Illidan now. Yeah, and they're also trying to chase Valeera, as it seems. Pudgenox was jumping in again. He should actually have some pretty alright damage now too. 18,000. Fort's down. Kerrigan is taking the one at the top. And I guess that's going to be the end of Valeera. Yep, Valeera dies. Illidan is on the run. Dodges everything. And Meta's out. Time Bullet, on the other hand. Okay, he's also making it. Okay, so Time Bullet is out too. But yeah, it's actually kind of crazy. 11 to 12 kills now. It's a full-on fiesta. We have a 2-level lead. But still, some structures lost here for the red team. Objective is up, but they haven't really gone for it too much. Banana is so far the only one that hasn't died yet. Everybody else has already been eliminated. I'm still waiting for a glorious leap onto a target and a kill from Sonya. That hasn't happened yet either. There is still a chance to get maybe a talent advantage for the Heroes Lounge FC, but not around this objective. So if they want to lock in that Frozen Punisher, they gotta fight for it. It's 13 versus 13 on the talents. So they're engaging into the battle once again. Valeera is coming in now too, but look at Illidan. No chance. He gets murdered. Easily taken down. First one to fall. He couldn't see what was going on. I mean, the man is blind after all. And now Kerrigan gets also attacked. The Chrysalis saves her for a second, but I would be very surprised if she's making it out of that fight, especially after the root got laid down here. So, yep, there's the hits. They're just not letting her play. Like, she's just sitting there. She just can't play. Look at this. He can't play at all. He's just completely frozen the entire time. Might as well take your hands off the keyboard. Finally a kill. Malfurion with a final blow. So that's 2 heroes removed on the red team side. But Illidan is already back. If he had the hunt, he could be jumping in here. And what they just did to Kerrigan, they're apparently now trying to do to Maiev as well. So they're just taking isolated heroes off the fight as they're dropping the kills in. But 16 is now there. Heroes Lounge FC, they have a level 16 talent. They're still losing the objective on the other hand. The Frozen Punisher has been claimed. The battle still continues. 12 minutes in and we have 26 kills. Ice Wall is out. Punisher jumps in too, so they're not the only ones that are just going for the continuous stuns. Pudgenox is running away from them, but at the top side, the keep is getting attacked, and Valeera is a thing away. No, actually, she's going for the camp. She's going for the camp, could maybe even go for the keep, so I'm not quite sure if this is worth it. They're still attempting to chase and get to 16, but as they are taking the fort down, was that a leap? Yeah, the Quasar just left on the other side. I'm gonna check what's on the other side, guys. I see a wall. So they open the small one up and the Punisher joins in too. But, well, this keep is gone. So they just lost their keep. They themselves are, of course, hoping to destroy the one in the middle. They are about to lock in level 16, which will finally give them the same talent as the opponent. And I guess they're going to get this one, but it's just a trade. I mean, it's trading structures for structures. That's all that you accomplished here. Unless they are pushing this a bit farther forward and they take down the core itself. Their own core will soon be attacked. Illidan has a lot of space to work with. Okay. If he was alive, he would have had a lot of space to work with here. But he's dead. So him and Kerrigan, they're not making a difference. The core is going to eventually take some damage though. So Masquerade, he's apparently hearthing back as they are going for Maiev. she's not going to play the game anymore. Alright, she gets some assistance, so maybe my F is going to have an impact after all eventually. Yeah, the catapults have been taken out. This is just stupid. This is one way to win a fight. He's trying to get away. It's just not happening. An ice wall as well. And they're just playing a 4v5 right now. Another stun. Another trap. Another moonfire. And Time Bullet is getting hit once more. Oh, poor my F. She's finally dead, gets swirled around a little bit by the thingy. By, not the temporal loop, the other thing. Slowing Sands! But yeah. They, on the other hand, are going for the core. They're trying to end the game now. They're looking at this, they're like, guys, you can troll all day long. We don't give a shit. We're going to put the catapults in now and then we're going for the core. But it seems that Masquerade and his boys, they are not going to let this happen this time. While Lily is getting attacked at the bottom of the map and nearly killed, Sonya is going for the core on the right side. On the left side, they're trying to go for victory with 3 heroes. I would say the biggest threat is Illidan, and they could actually make that happen. So this is not quite done yet. Both cores are being raised. Carrigan is the first one to fall. Catapult has been taken down. Valeera is also dropped 75% on this one. And over on the right side, they Quasar with a leap, I would love to say, to victory, but that didn't happen. So now the core is at 57% and Sonya is just dead. Yeah. It is wild. It's mad. It's crazy and it's insane. The group stage of Meta Madness delivering every single step of the way. These boys are definitely enjoying themselves here, I can tell you that much. So now we have 19 kills to 13. We're looking at catapults finally pushed back at the top lane again. But there's also a camp that is about to be taken. Both teams are level 19. Both are still waiting for their level 20. Now the shrines are activating too, so another objective is on the horizon. But the top lane is still a bit of a concern. 0 deaths on Ana. Banana didn't die yet. And again, with Illidan in particular, they could try and go for the core. Illidan is a monster on structures, and if he's ever able to push through the top lane, that could become a problem. So Masquerade, he's already moving back out. Not a problem for him. But as the team takes 24 points towards the objective, we are now having the Heroes Lounge FC making their way over to try and contest this one. Sonya's still topside, so they have a numbers advantage. But the experience gain is going to give level 20 to Team... Whoa. Oh, and that is a dead Carrigan. Even with the Chrysalis, she should fall here. No, the heals are there. Nice. The heals are there, and Ultralisk is ultra dead. He's down. Bokken is chasing Chromie, who survives. Lily is dead. Illidan is dead. He went Crater, by the way. He went full Ariad Crater. Now we have Maiev eliminated. They're chasing Carrie again. They're chasing Valeera. And Grain Bray is gonzo. Carrigan is also down. That's a 5-man team wipe. And of course the push straight towards the core as they are going for victory. The Omega Storm, Omega Low, that's not gonna happen anymore. Nope, they're all dead. And we got the Enveloping Shadows with a shake it off. But well, they gotta shake off that loss because it's going to happen. Get cratered. The crater is in, so is the victory. A 2-1 lead for the blue team as they take the W here on Infernal Shrines. GG. Game 4, Battlefield of Eternity. Alright guys, we got Team WoW against Heroes Lounge FC. Again, the group is pretty much decided. The blue team is through unless they are losing now to the red team. But there's obviously a massive gap in skill between the two of them. So the red team has chosen to just go for a bit of fun here and enjoy the series. The same is also true for the boys in blue, obviously. I'm still waiting for my Butcher, on the other hand. But yeah, the group stage is definitely delivering. Everybody is just having some innocent fun over here. Of course, the entire system is going to shape up a little bit more once that we're actually in the playoffs. But it's pretty cool that everybody is committed to this still and having some fun there. Okay, so we got currently the quick pick into Stitches. They're a little bit faster now on the bans and also the first few picks, simply because there was a mistake. We already were in the draft, but in the first double pick for the red team, they had apparently a random lock and Hanzo got locked in, and obviously Hanzo is not allowed to be taken. Cho'Gall! Very early Cho'Gall pick here on Battlefield of Eternity for Heroes Lounge FC. Alright, so let's have a bit of a look of what they're going for. And Nubarak and Garrosh, we're going all in on their tanks right now. Okay, the tanks are in the house, and let's see what we're gonna get with that. I mean, honestly, if they're going full on melee, or if they're at least adding one support that is helping them, that's the bigger question here. But we already had quite a lot of variations. We had a full support team, more or less. Now we're going into a massive amount of tanks here. Arthas gets banned immediately. They're looking at this and they're like, wait a second, which tanks are still there? So yeah, off we go. And Cho'Gall, I mean, Cho'Gall is honestly gonna suck here. He's gonna be eaten by Stitches. He's gonna get cocooned by Nubarak. If Maiev was there, they would use a disc on him as well. If you felt sorry for Maiev in the last game, feel sorry for Cho'Gall now. That's two players that they're now going to CC. It's gonna be pretty bananas. Malthael is banned, interestingly enough, by the blue team. And now with Cho'Gall, do we get the Oriel pick, or what are they going to do? They go for Alexstrasza, also totally fine with that. Imperius played by Bokken, very likely. And that leads us to the final two picks here for the blue team. So, Battlefield of Eternity, it's Artanis, yes! And Alarak, oh my god, Ultralisk on Alarak. Yeah, don't need a healer over here. They are just going for a baddie victory with Alarak. Again, they're just trying to push this again. They did this on the final map against Scuff team, or very similar strategy, just full out aggression from the get-go. To be fair, Scuff team forced them into it by banning all of the supports out, but now they are trying to turn this into a bit of a virtue against their opponent. And the final pick for Pudgenox, it is Deathwing. Alright, the stage is set. Game number 4, everybody. Let's go. Let's have some fun. Battlefield of Eternity is the map. Alright, then host your own tournament. Fine with me. Whoa, against Heroes Lounge FC. Let's go, guys. Ooh, we get Devour on level 1. I like it. Okay, so Artanis played by Dino. We get Banana H on Nubarak, Dequaza on Stitches, Ultralisk with Alarak. That's going to be the interesting one for me. I mean, everybody else is playing a little bit out there, but the Alarak pick, that one is going to be real curious, because I think Ultralisk is going to put a clinic on. Masquerade with Garrosh. We got Valla on Gull. Cho is played by Grain Beret, Pudgenox on Deathwing, Brocken on Imperius, and Time Bullet on Alexstrasza. This is kind of cool though. So Savor the Flavor, back in the day, I've been talking about this a little bit in amateur games. Back in the day, I believe you got either 4 or 8 hit points per second as regeneration. I still remember games where I played Stitches, took this talent, and was at more than 200, 250 hit points per second of regeneration in the late game, which is obviously insane. They had to nerf it eventually, and they did, but if you are very diligent around it, you can still get some insane numbers out of this. Given the fact that they don't actually have a healer, this talent makes a whole lot of sense for Stitches right now. So I actually like this. In a normal context of a traditional tournament, this is not what you really want to go for, but given the composition that they're currently playing here, and what this is, this makes a ton of sense. Artanis, I guess, committed Sudoku a little bit at the top as he was trying to go for Bokken, so that didn't work out for them. But they got the early Cho'Gall kill in, as you could already tell a bit earlier. So Cho'Gall died once. We have Imperius at the top lane dying now as well, and apparently, like, I don't know what's happening here. Like, heroes are dying really weirdly on the top lane. Seems like that lane is a bit cursed. I can only imagine that telekinesis was used by Alarak to get him a bit closer to the towers, because he died to the Nexus pretty much. 2 stacks also for the level 1 here for Stitches. Same time, we still got the amateur opponent for the extra damage on the Immortal, so that one is already a lock. And Stitches with the 3 stacks is getting his own regeneration just on the board here. This is really going to help them as they are continuing this game. He's going to be the one that can really tank damage if there's a need for it. Now with Cho'Gall, obviously, that's still playing this out as best they can. Well, top side, still got the damage coming in. Also, we have Artanis right now in a solo against Imperius. And, well, can they maybe get another kill over here? Dequaza, careful, Pudge knocks, alright. So they're still hoping to get a kill down here, and they're still trying for Cho'Gall now as he's attempting to sneak in from the side. And with all of the stuns and the CC that they have, that's likely going to happen. I mean, even Alarak is pushed forward so they can aim for a second kill on Alexstrasza, but Cho'Gall didn't stand a chance there anymore. He was just swapped around, pushed to the side, telekinesis kicked in. We already have 15 sadism for Alarak, and he is going to try to extend that even further, as you can see here. 5 stacks for Stitches, and, well, here we go. Bot lane is still getting attacked. 6 kills against 1. It's always nice when you get that double kill against Cho'Gall. As the game continues, Cho'Gall is obviously going to become a lot stronger and much tougher to kill for them. But they are crushing the Immortal now with the help of Artanis. And yeah, this is looking real good for the blue team, at least initially. So they win the halftime show pretty handily. Dequaza, 6 stacks. Again, it's all about him having a little bit more sustain there in the long run. Went for the Tenderizer. And Ultralisk is now experiencing firsthand that it can be tricky without any kind of healer to survive, but he still makes it. Dino, on the other hand, might not be so lucky. He barely survives, but there's a hook. Alexstrasza, and she's dead. How did nobody die for the blue team? I mean, seriously, how did nobody on their end die here? That's just insane. The swap and the kill, and Nubarak has finally fallen. Dino still manages to escape, but Alarak is dead. Dino swapping in, out, gets the shield, tries to go for Cho'Gall, and with a good hook, they could still make that happen. Masquerade is the one that wants him, and they're dropping the big fat ogre again. So he's dead. Dino alive, meaning he can still help them out here with his level 1 talent to take the Immortal. 10 kills to 3 now in total in the early level 7 talent. 8 stacks for the Devour talent. Yeah, we saw that stun. Dino gets hit, and there it is. Yeah, well done. All the way up at the top. We're now also looking at Alexstrasza being in real trouble, but she survives. Barely skirting the edges of the healing circle. Dequaza! Oh! He's getting killed, but so does Imperius. 11 kills, 2-5. Oh boy. We got 103 sadism stacks now for Alarak. Keep in mind, he died a bit earlier. I actually expected him to go for the stacking on level 4. With the extended lightning, or for the extended lightning build, but he didn't. Chose early on to go right over here into the Discord strike. So now with the 60 on his level 4, party continues. I mean, the Immortal still doing work. The wall is already gone, but they're hoping for more kills and more hits. Another swap, and immediately it gets extended by Masquerade. Even a hook is coming in. Jesus, it's a full-on kidnap comp that they're executing here, even without Medivh. But it is Masquerade that died on... Oh, another swap. Can they get at least the kill and the counter on Imperius? And yes, they can. So Imperius is down. Ultra's low. Fort has already suffered quite some damage as well. And yep. With that, we now have 10 stacks for Stitches. Another swap attempt from Alarak. I mean, he's really hitting those hard. They're doubling their kills. We're 6 minutes in and we have 18 kills. Yes, granted. A lot of that facilitated by them going in for Cho'Gall. I like the name, by the way. Khaldor. It's actually a pretty cool Cho'Gall name. It doesn't quite go down like the gay orgy, but Gralar is pretty good too. So, yeah, we got Deathwing diving in deep, and they are really suffering the consequences of not having a healer. Alarak dies again, which means that the sadism is getting reset once more. We have Imperius falling too. Dainu is on the run, gets taken down by the camp. But they are hoping to go time bullet. Don't think they can get the kill. Damage is going to become a problem as the game continues. The main damage dealer is definitely Alarak. So Alarak has to be the one that does his thing. Currently he's at 20,000 damage, which means he nearly doubles the damage of the next damage dealer, which is actually Garrosh. But it's gonna become a little bit difficult, honestly. I mean, right now we have them in a really dicey situation. Level 10 is in for the opponent, the camp is there, Immortal spawning. I think on those it might still have the better chance because of Alarak. I mean, the objective. They went for the laser show over here, and that got countered right away by Deathwing. The thing is, Deathwing has a much harder time walking away from it normally, but Alarak is dead again, and so is Garrosh. So the momentum is definitely swinging in favor of the red team now. And with a big turret here from Pachnox, the barbecue continues. Now, they are aiming for the fort, but as all of this plays out, Dainu has decided that he wants to put his level 1 talent to some use and goes for the objective instead. Down here, we have another hit against Imperius, and he's not gonna make it. I'm sorry, bro, but that's just not gonna happen. So yeah, gets hit hard and dies. Imperius is pretty much the punching ball of this game. He's getting dropped over and over and over again, and I feel a little bit sorry for him. I mean, in total, how many times has he died? 7 times! Imperius has died 7 times now. So, the halftime show is taken. They have to wait for Imperius unless they're willing to fight this against the numbers advantage. Over here, they're already starting to harass Cho'Gath a little bit more. Deathwing is coming down now too. Imperius is back. There's a camp pushing the top lane already. That's the Khaldor camp from earlier. But they are now going for the objective, and they can take this one with ease. This is going to be another big Immortal for the team. Now, it's early in the game, so they haven't really scaled all that significantly, but I still gotta say that this continuous pressure against the Immortal is starting to become a bit of a problem for them. Masquerade, though, about to go down. There's the Gorge, and they're going for Imperius again. I really feel sorry for him. He's gonna end up with double-digit deaths over here. He's trying to use his ult to get out. Even that didn't properly work for him. So the Cocoon, maybe that saved him even. But they're coming in for it again. Bam, there it is. Death number 8 on the side of Imperius. But as we are seeing the killing commence at the bot lane, this is a problem at the top. They're going to lose the wall and the keep if they don't deal with this. And it is Artanis that is coming in to help them right away. So yes, there we are. Now, with that being said and done, we currently have still an Immortal on the map. And it seems like Banana H is going to try and attack it. But Masquerade and him, they should be easily able to lock this one in. So there it is. Full HP Immortal nearly for them. If they can now get a kill on Cho'Gath too, that would be the absolute dream. And he is low. He gets the heals though, but they are still chasing him. And it has another stun, another body block. But Alexstrasza is ready with the ult, and that saves the day for him. So the Ogre is still in the game. Alarak now with 120 on his level 4. 15 stacks, by the way, for Stitches. So that helps them a bit. Masquerade dying, though, that's another problem. I mean, in the late game, if they can still reliably lock the objective in, that would be great. But currently, they are running into real trouble. They're down a talent. Alarak is getting killed again. And yeah, this is getting more and more devastating for them. Quasar is alive, but he gets body blocked too, and he's not going to make it out of this one. So that's 3 heroes down for the blue team. And while the Immortal is still doing some serious damage here and will likely take down the fort itself, they are also losing their own on the left side. So, yeah, it seems that Heroes Lounge fan club is just saying, you know guys, we don't have to play their game. We can just play around them, take some structures down ourselves. But it's going to be a question of how the late game objectives are going to pan out. Because this is still very early in the game, so the Immortal hasn't really scaled heavily. But if the same thing happens, let's say 15-20 minutes in, it's gonna look a bit different, because then the Immortal is gonna do a lot more damage on its own, and already it has pushed towards the keep and even taking a few hit points down here. So the trades are not too bad for the red team. They have taken the lead in the experience after all. But there's still opportunities for the blue team to turn this one around. They got their own level 13. They need damage. They went for the acid-drenched mandibles. And Ultralisk is already in trouble and gets killed again. So yeah, he is just getting murdered. Absolutely murdered. Huge problems for him. I said earlier that he needs to be one of the big damage dealers for them, and I still think that's absolutely true. The problem that they have is that he is also the one that gets killed over and over and over again. So while he has 39,000 damage, he is just dying at this point. Deathwing with 43,000, and our boy Imperius is again in trouble. So they are coming in for him once more, at least they're trying to. But Shogal is also gaining a lot of momentum. And that's a pretty neat hook that they had there too. It's actually kind of crazy that the towers refuse to attack the shaman. Yeah, another hit, another stun. The Gorge, and Imperius dies for the 9th time. He's dead again. I don't even know why they're using the cocoon on him there. They really don't need to. So they have Alarak's ult out again and also a few stuns. The next objective is getting announced, and they're just toying with Imperius. He's gonna end up with double-digit deaths. That's definitely what's gonna happen here. So, can they kill Shogal again? It's so much harder to take him down now. Molten Block has been used too. Alexstrasza, yeah, heals him up to full HP again. He is still fully alive. They're doing their best to just block his path, and they're actually doing a great job with it. Even Alexstrasza is now in trouble, but they're trying to body block him as best as they can. Deathwing is killed by Artanis. Shogal is still alive. Damn! He is still fighting this out. Alexstrasza is put into a corner. They really want this now, but they're just chipping away at them, one auto attack at a time. A hook, a kill. Alexstrasza is dead, and finally they can go for him again. Shogal is dead, and that was more or less a 5-man wipe that they got here as they're moving in on the Immortal itself. Momentum. 35 kills in total. Yeah, sorry, Imperius. It's not gonna work out like that. Cute try. Yeah, that was optimistic, to say the least. The only man on the map, and he was like, well, I got this. Newsflash, you don't. Now we have Pulverize, and we also have Debilitation. It's one of the shittiest talents in the game, but I have to admit that in this particular case, I actually do not mind. I think this is a pretty good one. Also can be used against Alexstrasza here. Camp is still up. Deathwing gets a bit lasered and actually stopped and body blocked so that the laser gets some value. Another hook, and he just gets bounced around. Double-digit deaths for Imperius. They are pushing them from left to right and right to left. They're just ping-ponging him across the map. Objective, halftime show is over. Alexstrasza is on the run, dodges out on some of it, gets swapped. Yeah, time bullet, he's not going to survive this. And I have bad news for Shogal too. I don't think he's going to make it either, unless they're going to get some very quick kills in. And now that Anubarak is back, I don't think that's going to be happening. So yes, down goes the Ogre, he's dead, the madness continues. The bottom camp is on the keep, by the way. So there's a catapult and a camp now on the keep. They don't even have to go for the objective. They can just take it immediately. Another 5-man wipe. They're trying, apparently, to get Time Bullet on the other side of the map again, and it's working. He's also healing himself. And Dainu has started to take the objective down. Talking about full isolation over here. Time Bullet is, by the way, the Maiev from the last game. He already commented after the game on Infernal Shrines that he just gave up at some point, was just laughing about it and saying like, yeah, he just had no chance to do anything. And I feel he finds himself in a similar situation here. I mean, they got it from one side of the map to the other. 40 kills, by the way. The bottom keep has been saved. I'm not sure if you can call that safe, but it's still there. That's what I'm trying to say. Artanis is again going for Deathwing, or at least trying to. Imperius has died again. Dino's fighting his own 1 versus 1 over here. So yeah, he's just going for it. And this time he's not making it because the keep is there and helps him. So yeah, I don't think he's going to survive this one. The same might also be true for Khaldor. who is still alive, but not for much longer. The body block is there, Cho'Gall is dead, and of course they can at this point go for the keep or for the objective. Whatever they desire is theirs. We have currently... well, this one is likely gonna fall, maybe not. Banana H has to move back out. But look at the Immortal alone. We're 16 minutes in now, and the shield on the blue one hasn't even been touched. So yeah, this is going to hurt, for sure. 64,000 damage for Alarak. We got 63,000 for Deathwing. The stuns are still hitting, and they're going for this one now. So, Banana trying to do his thing. Yep, and that is another objective for them. I'm actually not sure what they're doing. It seems like they were trying to see who can get the last hit in, or you have to play a game where you're not getting the last hit. But yeah, this is going to be a model for them 100%. I mean, they're getting to level 20 with this one as well, so that's another one. If they get a bit more experience and then lock the objective in, they get the level 20 talents, and with that they can then go straight for game. So ults are back out again. Party already starts up. 22 hit points on the Immortal. They're starting to use all the ults over here at Imperius again, another attempt to take him down. If they're getting a kill or two, and they're actually getting the Immortal now already, so they might have taken it a bit too soon if they want to go for level 20. Yeah, if they want to get their Storm Talents, then it might have been a bit too soon. It's going to travel through the top lane though, and they still have to bridge an entire level. So they're going for a kill over here, but over on the right side, we have Dino trying to go for 1 versus 4 more or less. Imperius has died again, but Dino escapes. Dino actually makes it out of the fight. So they're still continuing the battle. The Immortal is already pushing the structures at the top, so he's already doing his thing there. Over here though, I mean, again, Deathwing has a super high hit point pool. Same is true for Cho'Gall. Banana is running out of HP pretty quickly, and only the shield kept him alive there. And another hit, a swap straight out of the healing circle. They're trying to take him down. Top fort has been destroyed, and the Immortal is now working the wall on the keep itself. But Dequaza wants to go for Cho'Gall. They swap him over once again. Damage still ranking up for them, and as long as Alexstrasza is alive, they have a lot of heals available there. The hooks keep coming, and it's just again the ping pong game that we already saw earlier. Time Bullet gets hit hard by that laser. It was bad timing to morph into Dragon Queen. Could be the end of Alexstrasza right here, right now. Top keep talking about the end is about to fall. So does Alexstrasza. That is kill number 46, by the way. And Cho'Gall gets cocooned again. Time and time again, they can't play the game there because they're either cocooned or they're gorged. But Artanis dies. The core is also getting attacked as the Immortal has now taken the keep down and is straight up on the main structure. The shield is falling, and Bokken is falling to 13 deaths here on his side, as the Immortal is about to end the game. The fiesta continues. 51 kills in total, everybody, and this is a 3-1 victory for Team WoW against Heroes Lounge FC as they take the #1 spot in the group. GG.
Thank you everybody for watching the video today. I hope that you enjoyed the show and the commentary. And keep in mind that the spoiler protection that is going to run for the rest of the video is made possible by all the support on patreon.com. So guys, if you want to support my work, if you want to help me start new projects and keep the spoiler protection in place, please consider heading over to patreon.com/Khaldor. There's also a link in the YouTube description, and check that out. Thanks in advance, and see you guys next time with more esports coverage here on Khaldor TV. Have a great day.